If they give you $1 million, you probably gotta pay about 8-9 back.
Damn!
What's good, moguls? Today we about to dive right into this like Trey songs.
I don't wanna leave.
Let me stop, but you already know who it is, man. It's TheWavMan, and guys, we skipping the intro because we have something that came across my feed yesterday that we got to talk about. Let's get right into it. Basically, what we're gonna dive into is a clip of Money Man speaking about how the record labels go about recoupment. Let's get into this video and kind of dissect it a little bit. Let's get into it.
Flew out, talked to Interscope. They was cool. I talked to Sony. They was cool. Throughout the time, I was recording at Hit Factory here and there, but we never did nothing major. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it never went to where they was going to put a full scale. They were ready to. They were ready to put a full scale promotions plan and everything, but I called hard on it. Because I was like, okay, you know how major labels work. They put up $1 million, you damn near got to pay back 8-9.
Wow. They put up $1 million, you got to pay back 8-9 M's. Guys, this is the craziest type of loans, right? They don't even call them loans for this specific reason, guys. You guys got to really understand, when it comes to the music industry, guys, they give us advances. Advances mean they are fronting us the money, right? They're fronting us our budget, our studio money, right? Our hotel stays, our everything that we think that is getting paid for is coming out of our budget, right? Let's continue. Let's continue to see what he says.
So I was like, nah, I don't like that.
Yo, ain't that a finesse, man?
Yeah, it's a super finesse. It's the highest loan you can get in history. They give you $1 million, you got to pay. Most artists, I would say, probably got to pay back about, if they give you $1 million, you probably got to pay about 8-9 back.
The highest loan in history. I think what Money Man is actually talking about here is actually like, he's talking about the rates, right? Because when you get a loan with anything, right, you don't borrow money for free. And we understand that, right? We're borrowing money to own something, right? Because we don't have it at the time. And how the banks make the money is the interest rates, right? So he's speaking about the interest rates being super nuts when it comes to the record labels. But to be politically correct, it's not a loan, it's an advance, right? We're not going to call it a loan, but that's basically what it is. So what this basically comes down to is understanding your music business. Guys, we're in a place where you walk into those labels, they're going to tell you don't have leverage, but they're calling you. How do we not have leverage and you calling me? Leverage? Like, you get what I'm saying? So, guys, you really got to understand, when you're in this music industry, you got to understand it's the music business. You can't forget the business in music, right? A lot of times artists just focus on the music aspect of it. But it's very important that we get the business part straight as well. Because let's say you even recoup all your money. By the time you get to the end of it, you recoup all your money, you fulfilled your obligations in the contract, you're only left with 15% ownership. You're signing your name, your likeness, your everything, guys. You're selling yourself away. This is why Prince had to go by the artist formerly known as Prince when he wanted to get out of his contract, because he didn't own his name anymore. So he had to make a name called the artist formerly known as Prince. Guys, there's plenty of ways that you can go out here and get a bag for your music. It doesn't have to be you going signing a deal. At least going with the deal with some leverage, like real leverage, right? If you know you got the music and all you need is the financial backing, I'd rather go to the bank and go get a loan and sign myself, literally. We actually have a masterclass on this, guys, how to set up your record label, get your business structured in order to be able to receive business funding. And if you're interested, the link is going to be in the description. But guys, there's other ways that you can get the financial backing that you need. You can get investors, you could crowdfund, you can do a pre-order campaign where your fans confront you instead, allow you to have the money to go invest it into your career a little bit more, and then promise on the delivery. But always make sure you deliver in the future on that pre-sale campaign. But guys, there's many different ways to get that financial backing. Let's go into this next clip where Russ actually speaks a little bit more about the different ways that he went about financing his independent career, right? Because we know that Russ is an independent artist. He was an independent artist that came in, signed, right? He came in independently, signed to a major, then went back independent. What does that tell you? Let's listen to it.
I don't want to play with my own money. Even though in advance, they give you $1 million, et cetera, and they spend money at radio. That still ends up being your money, right? Even a line of credit. I go get...
Let's not let that go over our heads. Everything that you think the label's supposed to do for you, they're actually taking out of your budget. So you're doing it for yourself. If you just get the business savvy for it, guys, you can literally outsource and do all this yourself. Literally. Let's keep it going.
So with Chomp 2, I was like, I could fund this. I have millions of dollars in the bank. I could fund it myself. Why? Yo, bank. Give me my line of credit. All right, cool. Here's $500,000. Say less. And guess what? Fund the whole Chomp 2 thing. I just the billboard in Times Square for an hour was $60,000. Boom, right? Everything on Chomp 2, I'm using the line of credit. And then I pay $1,000 a month. Come on, I can pay $1,000 a month for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So there's alternatives. Like if the issue is upfront cash, well, I need that $250 to actually get the radio. Dog, y'all are lit. Go show a bank, like have your business manager send the statements and shit. A bank will give y'all millions of dollars in line of credit. If it's a way better rate too. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. A label is a bank with shitty rates.
A label is a bank with shitty rates. Golly. Guys, like I said, it's very important that you guys understand the music business. If you're not setting yourself up or getting ready to set yourself up to be able to take advantage of the same things that the labels do, they're not using their own money. They're not reaching in their pockets to invest in these artists. They're using OPM. That's other people's money, a.k.a. the banks, right? They're publicly traded companies, guys. They have investors. So you guys got to do the same thing. As independent artists, guys, you're already your own record label. So you have to learn how to structure it correctly, guys. Structure your label correctly so that you can, not only so that you can go get funding, right? You can go get business funding, right? You can get other people's money, but you can also take advantage of tax advantages. So like I said, guys, if you want to learn how to run your music business like the labels do, if you want to learn how to set up your LLC correctly for your own record label to sign yourself, and if you want to learn how to get it ready and structured properly so that you're able to go out there and get business funding to actually push your career and keep ownership of it, guys, we have a masterclass below, a free webinar, guys, where we're going to be giving you all the sauce. Literally, show up if you want to get some $1 million worth of game. Literally. So, yeah, let's keep it going. So, as we can see right here, guys, this is a Meek Mill tweet where he was actually speaking about the labels, right? He's speaking about how the labels are making so much money off of him. He said, I haven't got paid for music, and I don't know how much labels make off me. I need lawyers ASAP. Think about that. This is one of the biggest artists in the game saying he, number one, needs lawyers, right? I guarantee you he's had lawyers before, right? Well, where the labels actually get you is they appoint their lawyers for you. So when you get in that building and you're getting ready to sign, they ask you, do you have lawyers? Nah, I don't got lawyers. I'm just a kid from small town. Oh, don't worry. We got some really good lawyers for you. They're paying them off. You think that lawyer's going to work in your best interest or the labels? Use your head. And guys, he's saying he doesn't know where his money is. This is just showing you that if you don't come in there with the proper business mind, music business mind, and leverage, guys, it doesn't matter how big you are. It's not set up for you to get your money. It's not set up for you to be rich. It's set up for the industry to be rich, right? It's set up for them to take care of their kids, their families. You get what I'm saying? Let's get into this next video. Let's go back to this Money Man interview where Academics actually speaks about a lot of these artists don't ever see their royalty checks. We spoke about that, right? Meek is asking where his is at. And then let's see what else he has to say.
And maybe if they get pub checks, that's sizable.
For sure.
But the majority of what they really care about is show money.
100%.
That's why that's why I think, and we were talking right before the interview about why the state of the music is what it is. If you've never seen a royalty check from the music you're making,
all them royalties you guys are getting off your distribution platforms, once you sign, you're no longer in control of that. You don't see the royalties that's coming in. You see what you might be getting. But as Academics just said, a lot of artists don't even see a royalty check. Let's keep it going.
Right?
Yeah.
If you've never seen a royalty check from the music you're making, you might just think, yo, let me just put out whatever to get popping, to go on the road, or to go do other shit. Because you're thinking about that's how you'll make your money.
Yeah, and a lot of artists just...
Act brings up a great point. If you're not even seeing a royalty check, you're not getting paid off of your music no longer. Why? What's the incentive to make good music? Now it's just, I need to make an album so I can get back on tour. I need to make a few songs so I can go perform at these festivals. Because that's where I'm getting paid. That's where I'm getting paid now. You guys got to understand This is probably one of the reasons why we're not going to have a lot of timeless music for a long time. Until we get the structuring back to where artists are getting paid for their music, the importance of the music quality does not matter. It doesn't matter. And just to sum this up, guys, this is a very important take on the insides of what's going on at these industries, right? When they front y'all, give you that advance, y'all got to recoup it on their terms. Then by the time you get out and you actually do recoup it, if you do recoup it, a lot of people don't, but if you do, you still do not own your music. You've sold it. You sold it for an upfront bag. So now you're forced to sign another contract because you're not even getting the back ends anymore. So now you're stuck in a loop. You're stuck in a loop, guys. Be smart. Get your music business up. Free webinar down below if you guys want to learn how to set up your record label and fund yourself to push your music career. We'll see you next video.